All right. Good morning. How are you? I clicked I'm early again. I can't help it. I just get excited and then I'm ready and I click it. So we'll give people a few minutes to get on here. Holly, did you get the email I sent you with your reset link? Good morning, everybody. So over on TikTok, if you're having any issue with like the streaming or buffering, or sometimes the sound goes out, I've heard. I'm also streaming live on Instagram and YouTube. So if you need to pop over, you can do that. My Instagram handle is in my profile. It's at Sarah_Amala. So I'm also live on those platforms. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Becky. Let's see who we got here. Good morning, Bardic Shaman. Is that Denise? Is Bardic Shaman Denise? Good morning, Kate. Hi, Dorinda. Good morning, Brooke. Good morning. Hi, Rose. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Krista. Good morning, Megan. Good morning. Janelle's waking up spicy, I see. Oh my God, you guys. Janelle's over here on TikTok and she's like, I would like a free reading, please. Will my husband leave me? I think he will leave you. Good morning, Scott. Thank you for that. That was a good way to start my Friday. That's funny. Oh, oh my goodness. All right. Hey, Steph. Hey, Jen. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Do you have a cold? Hey, Cindy. Janelle, tell me that you don't claim the negative energy. You'll be fine. Good morning. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning, Lori. Oh, how were your dreams last night, everybody? Let's get some fire going. I look really tired this morning. I look like I need to wash my hair, but no, won't to. All right. Come on. Good morning, Ricky. Hey, Crystal. All right, some morning smudgies for you, Instagram, and for YouTube, and for TikTok. Welcome to new people that I haven't met before. Good morning or good evening. Woo. All right. Right up my nose. All right, guys. So let's get cracking. So it's Friday. It's the day before the new moon and the total solar eclipse. Are you guys feeling this eclipse energy? Are you feeling the tension? Are you feeling the intensity? I'm finding that for me, my dreams have been insane. And I made a post for you guys, I think either yesterday or the day before, about dreams and like, what are we doing in dreams and why are they so strange lately? And we talk about this a lot, but I don't think it's boring. Whoops. I didn't see any of these things. Sorry. I had my thing scrolled up. Let me just catch up on that. I hope you feel better, Jen, by the way. Dreams have been wonky, energy, wonky, wonky. Okay, great. All right, we're on the same page. So, dreams are ramping up with intensity because we're far more active than we probably ever were before. And then the thing about dream space or astral space, whatever you want to call it, that's so unique is that when we are in that space, we don't retain the current programming that we have when we're awake that restricts us and kind of dictates the way that we perceive things and the way we interact with people and what can be real and what's not real, all of those things. So we kind of lose all of those structures of programs, which allows us to kind of interface with energy in a much more flowy type of manner and to really get things done that would be more difficult when we were awake because we have things that are like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't say this and all those different things. So if you've been feeling, especially this past week, that you've been handling business in your dreams, like reconnecting with people you haven't seen in a long time, kind of having conversations that wrap up loose ends, that kind of thing. Feeling like you're like working really hard on projects with people, but you can't remember what they are. You're doing all of those things. We're in preparation mode. It's like very busy. It's like, okay, all hands on deck. Here, we're doing this, we're doing that. And I've also been finding for me that it either the way that it's been happening is either I pass out and I am dead and having insane dreams, or I'm woken up around 2 or 3 a.m and just get endless information that I'm like, great, now what do I do with this? So there's no right or wrong way to obviously be experiencing this energy, but it is helpful to to kind of notice what's going on. Last night, in one of my, I had so many dreams last night, but my maternal grandmother was in my dream last night, and she's not alive, and I haven't ever in my entire life seen her in a dream. And we were not overly close either. So I was like, "Ooh, what's she doing here?" So it's like it's just a lot. It's a lot of things swirling around and going on right now. So pay attention, but also don't feel like you need to figure everything out. That's just going to be very stressful. Janelle says, dreamt about an ex-boyfriend that I hadn't even thought of in 20 years. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. Um, I have turned my dreams off. I told the universe to let me sleep. Hey, sometimes you have to do that. Um, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I don't think I have ever oof, I hope I don't eat my words on this because I don't want to double dare the universe or anything, which is usually what happens. But I'll just say that this has been a very intense stretch of life for me. And I've had plenty of intense stretches of life in the past few years, but this has been like, what on earth? And like old stuff coming up, recent stuff coming up. Like it's just nonstop with the stuff. So I'm taking my own advice and trying not to freak out too much and just not lock my knees. Don't lock your knees. Let it keep going. And I think we're at that point where we're so close to the next part that it almost feels like we should just stop. Just like get me off this crazy train. This ride sucks, but we're gonna keep going, right? Collectively, we've decided we'll keep going. Yeah, the ex-boyfriend thing is so Venus retrograde. Okay, so for those of you who are new on TikTok or on Instagram, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Coffee and Magic is just we're chatting, we're interacting with each other, and I do sensory card pulls. And sensory card pulls, I pick 3 things. You choose what you feel most resonant with, and you'll get an insight reading. An insight reading for yourself for the weekend for whatever. I don't take questions. I don't do specific readings unless you book time. But this is what I do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to kind of tap into the energy with you guys, and it's one of my fave things to do. So let's start with announcements though, so I don't forget later on. Tomorrow is our inner sanctum call. It's our channeling and ritual for the new moon and for the solar eclipse. That's happening tomorrow, Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll run about 90 minutes. Should I even say that? It'll run however it runs. This call is available to you to join live, and it will also be recorded, of course, and available to you to watch whenever you need to. A difference with the way that the ritual and channelings are happening now is that while they are absolutely tapping into the current energies, if you miss like the window of like 3 days before the moon, 3 days after the moon, it doesn't matter anymore. Do the call whenever because it's always going to have something in there for you. So we're not pigeonholing and boxing in the calls for just the moon cycles anymore. So they're channeling their ritual, they're tapping into the energy. Those of you who show up live, it's a really great opportunity to ask questions as well and to also just add your energy to that collective good juju. So that's happening tomorrow. In order to join, you need to be a BFF member of Inner Sanctum. You can get a 5-day free trial at innersanctum.me or go to sarahamala.com or send me a DM. Alternatively, if you would just like to get a single use ticket and not sign up, you can do that as well. And again, either DM me or look at my website. Okay, so that's happening tomorrow. Very excited, really feeling this energy. Remember, this is kind of a big deal. We are closing out this massive eclipse portal. But remember, just because the eclipse portal closes, remember, nothing organic just ends. You don't just tap. This is energy that's going to be with us for quite some time moving into next year, especially, well, we'll talk about this another time, but especially like end of first quarter next year. So this is big stuff. We're going to get all into it tomorrow. So I'm very excited to connect with you then. I hope a lot of you can be live. I know it's a different time than usual, but I'm excited. And then the next thing I have to tell you is those of you who are local, and those of you who are not, pay attention because I'm about to announce the virtual version of this. I'm doing an in-person Merkaba channeling and ritual event, which is taking your astrological natal chart and using that as a jump off point to get intuitive messages for you in the moment. That is limited to 10 people. There are 3 spots left. Okay. So that's happening on the 9th over at House of Yoga in York for those who are in the local area. Now, if you are not local and you want to do this virtually, I have 3 dates that you can choose from and give me your opinion on what's best for you. And we're going to do this virtually. Again, I have to limit it to 10 people because I have to pull up all of your charts and you don't want to sit there for 3 hours while I do that. So it's limited to 10 people, but I'll be posting that today. So look for that. Okay. Those are the things that are happening. I'm very excited. The other thing that I need to tell you, I can't remember. Shoot. I need to start writing this stuff down. I don't think I probably will, though. I don't think I probably will. All right, never mind. We're going to start our sensory card pulls. This morning, what are we feeling this morning? Mm-mm. Okay, sorry. I'm having a lot of really weird suggestions coming through. I know. I do need an assistant. You're not wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're doing types of trees this morning, right? Or are we? So here's what's happening this morning. I'm not going to tell you um I'm not going to tell you the category. I'm just going to do 3 different things because the things don't belong in the same category. Okay? So that should be interesting and fun. Okay. So we've got unicorn, wooden clogs, and crystal skull. Unicorn, wooden clogs, crystal skull. So, what are you feeling most resonant with this morning? Unicorn, wooden clogs, or crystal skull? What the fuck? I love that some of you are choosing wooden clogs. Oh my god. What the fuck? If you're just joining us, we're about to start the sensory card pulls, and you're choosing from one or two of these three things. You're choosing from unicorn, wooden clogs, or crystal skull. What are you feeling? What are you feeling like? What are you feeling like this morning? Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Hmm. Hey, Ron. Okay. All right. Don't forget, you need to put your choice in the comments. Put your choice in the comments, Megan. I haven't even finished my first cup. Maybe I need to. All right. Are you ready? Let me just tell you one more time. Okay, you're choosing from unicorn, wooden clogs, or crystal skull. What are you feeling? What are you feeling today? You can pick all three if you want to, but you're choosing from unicorn, wooden clogs. That's very specific, not leather ones, or crystal skull. And again, if you're feeling like more than one, that's all right. You can do that. All right, let's get this popping. What am I choosing today? I'm gonna choose the wooden clogs today. So best of luck to you guys. All right. May the odds be ever in your favor. As always with the sensory card pulls, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And of course, if I start going and you feel like you're resonating with a message that you didn't choose, too bad because you didn't choose it. No, I'm just kidding. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and that applies to all of the messages. Okay. I'm going to be pulling this morning from one of my favorite oracle decks. It's the Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed. If you are new to using card decks, I would definitely say this is a good one, a good starter deck, and so is this one. This is the Earth Magic deck. I love both of them. All right, let's go. Unicorn people, let's do this. Yeah, I'm very much in the eclipse energy today. Well, I have been all week, but I feel a little funny this morning. It's all right. Okay, unicorn people. Hey, Freddie, what did you choose, by the way? Just curious. And well, yeah, curious, nosy. All up in your business. Okay, so if you chose unicorn, this is your story. You've got the water fairy. You've got the truth card. and you've got the hawk. Also, side note, who has been seeing the most hawks ever lately? Like, and really like up close and personal because man, they've been intense lately. So just wanted to let you know that. All right, here's your story. Let's start with the water fairy. Actually, I mean, yes, we're going to start with the water fairy. So, the water fairy is all about your feelings and your emotions, and you don't like to have them, but you need to because right now, this is creating your reality. And it's also creating the filter through which you experience that reality coming back to you. So, your feelings, right? Your emotions, the way that things interact with your body and make you have a reaction to them, that's how you know if something is working for you, not working for you, all of the things. And it's a true story that for a lot of us, we don't trust these things. We don't trust our feelings and emotions because we've been kind of conditioned to think that emotions are in the way of progress and in the way of getting things done and in the way of everything, but they're not. When you ignore your feelings and emotions, you create a disconnect between yourself and your body. Your body doesn't trust you anymore. Your energy doesn't trust you anymore because when you continually receive messages that your body is not comfortable or you are not comfortable and you ignore them and do that thing anyway, you are consistently training yourself to not trust your judgment. You are ignoring your feelings and your emotions. Do that for long enough, and most of us have probably been doing it for like 2 decades at this point at least. Do that long enough, and you've got a relationship to repair, and you may not trust any of your emotions. That's all right. It's time to start small. It's time to start small. Ask yourself how you feel and wait. Allow your body to respond to that. Okay? We're not making decisions from the brain anymore. We're dropping them into the body. So ask your body, what do you need? Ask your body, how do you feel? And then do your fucking best to give it what it needs and what it is asking for so you can start repairing that relationship. This is tying into your truth, right? Because you can't live an aligned, authentic life if you are consistently ignoring your own feelings or putting them way at the bottom. The hawk is here to just remind you, like when you see a hawk, it's really difficult. I think everybody here would probably agree with me. It's difficult not to feel something when you see a hawk, an eagle, any bird of prey, really. I mean, we love birds, but when you see this kind of a bird, doesn't something inside of you just go, don't you pay attention? Don't you feel awe? Don't you feel respect? Don't you feel like something's happening here, even though part of your brain might be like, that's just a bird of prey looking for some roadkill or whatever it is. But no, that is a message coming through. Pay attention. Pay attention to how it makes you feel. Allow that to be the message. Don't overthink everything. Sometimes the message is just to know that you're not alone. Sometimes the message is just to know, keep going. All right. It doesn't have to be like this cryptic situation. So, unicorn people, you need to start feeling your feelings. And if any of you other people who didn't choose unicorn need to start feeling your feelings, you should do that too. It's not a bad thing to do. It's good. It's a good technique. All right. Wooden clogs is next. And that's the one that I chose. So best of luck to you on that one. So it's been a week, my friends. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. Wooden clog, people. Are you ready for this? It's the fear card. Earth Fairy. Letting go. Okay, let's sort this out. Just all right. So if you chose wooden clogs, here's your story. These two are holding hands. It's fear and letting go. It's kind of writes itself, doesn't it? We are at a place right now, a precipice, if you will, a cliff that seems like unfathomable depths. And we are being asked to kind of step into a whole new thing. Okay. And when you are asked to step into something brand new that you've never been in before, it is terrifying. But you're like right there, and there's an energy up behind you that's just like, I'm not going to say it's pushing you off the cliff, but it's making it very clear that if you are to push back, it's going to kind of keep you right where you are. It's not pushing you over, but it's basically saying you don't get to backtrack this time, buddy. Not this time. In order to move past this, it's important to understand that it's only fear that is keeping you from trying something new, keeping you from being something new, keeping you from moving into different energy. We're always scared of things we don't know because we've been trained that if you don't know, you might die, right? Like that's our biggest fear. Like, oh my God, like I don't know what's going to happen to me. I can't control it. Here's a hot tip. You actually can't control anything. That's not your job. What you can do is be in the driver's seat of your own body and your own energetic reaction to the things that are happening around you. That's how you control things. You control things by affecting them with your energy, not by grabbing and holding. Okay. And we're in Sagittarius season. So let's just talk about Sagittarius energy and how anybody with any Sag placements knows this to be true. Do not try to control Sagittarius energy. Don't tell it what to do. The best way to get Sagittarius energy to sit still is to leave it the fuck alone, right? Don't tell me what to do. That is the same energy here with everything. So don't grab things and hold them and think that you're actually grabbing them and holding them. You're just creating more resistance to what it is you want. So instead, be the energy and allow the energy to come to you. Okay. I know it's scary. I get it. The letting go is here because what it feels like, right, when you're jumping off that cliff is that you have to let go of everything and like all of the parts of you that have been with you all this time don't feel like they fit in this new energy. And that's right and it's wrong, right? That's a perception. All the yous that you've ever been are never lost to you. They're part of this now moment that you are currently living. You have access to everything, all the energies you've ever been in, you've ever understood, you ever integrated. All of those yous are here right now. But the present you is an amalgamation of all of those things and an integration. So you are like the highest level right now. You're not operating from 2008 you. You're not operating from 1995 you. This is the you that is driving, but has access to all of the other files. Do you know what I'm saying? So letting go doesn't mean you lose. Letting go means just stop holding onto things that are not even holding onto you anymore, right? Just release the chokehold. I promise on the other side, it's amazing. We just have to kind of get there, and it's a lot, but this eclipse is boom, making it happen. Earth fairy is here just to remind you that your body is really important. This is your vehicle that you are traveling through this earth plane in. You really need to pay attention to what it's asking, what it needs, just like that message we just had for unicorn energy, repairing that connection between body and mind. Repairing that connection, reestablishing trust is going to be very important. Okay. So, oof, these are a little intense readings this morning, but I guess we can expect that being that we are in eclipse energy. So, there's your wooden clogs message. Enjoy. And then, what's our last one? Crystal skull. Mm. Let's see. Cindy. I think that's why I was so specific that it's wooden clogs and not like dance goes or something, because some clogs are very comfortable, but I feel like these might have a few splinters in them. They need to be sanded down a little bit. That's all right. Oh my God, that just reminds me. In my dream last night, I had a real big splinter. Like, do you know the kind of splinter that's like, it's not even like like it just gets under the skin and it's kind of like a chunk of wood? I had to like, ugh, ugh, sorry. Sorry to say that. It just popped right back in my head. All right. Let's do this crystal skull thing. I got two of them staring at me. Wow. Okay. Do you know who's not here this morning? I don't see any goblin. I don't see any wasp. So good job, you guys who usually make the goblin come out. You did it, I think. Okay. Crystal skull people. The bard. Oh yeah, no cat. The bard, the novice, and here's Earth Fairy again. So body messages, body messages. Okay. Let's talk about these two first because this is like, whoo, okay. Two things here. And again, doesn't it feel like we are being prepared for a journey we're about to take like tomorrow, right? It's like, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is what you need to know. The novice is here to remind you that when you start something new, you don't have to be good at it. And I'm going to tell you a story because this has been coming up a lot for me and my family. I have two little boys, 8 and 10. And last night it was basketball assessments for basketball, whatever. And assessments meaning here are all these little kids and who knows how to play basketball, who doesn't, so we can put them on appropriate teams, right? So that the teams make sense, which okay. So we're in this auditorium and it's my little dude's turn. He goes out there and he's doing what the coach is telling him to do. And literally not even 5 minutes, he's all of a sudden crying and coming over to me and being like, nope, I don't want to do this. They're not letting me shoot the ball where I want to shoot the ball from. And I'm not good at it. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to play sports. I'll play next time. Da, 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 like having a total meltdown. And I'm like, listen, you know, listen, first of all, if you quit on this, I am not signing up for any other sports ever because I'm just not. But in addition, when you start something new, you aren't supposed to be good at it. The whole point is to have a good time, practice, and learn. That's what assessments are for, to make sure that you're in a group that is supportive and facilitating to you learning and having the best time. So go back out there, shoot the damn ball, and have a good time. And I feel like that's the message for you guys. Go out there, shoot the damn ball, and have a good time. Sometimes it's going to go in the basket, sometimes it's not. Don't worry about other people judging you. They don't matter. Play your game the way you need to play your game and trust that you're going to end up where you need to end up and align with the people who are right there with you. Okay? So that's your lesson. Thank you, Justin, for being one of our teachers today. And you also have the bard. Okay? You also have the bard. And the bard is about telling your story. It's about understanding that all of your stories are epic stories. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it can feel like, who would want to hear my story? It's so boring, or it's irrelevant, or it's already been told, or whatever it is. But I'm here to remind you that telling your story is the number one way that we as humans connect with each other and understand each other through reflection of self in other people. So the more that you tell your story, honestly, the more you will assist other people in telling their story honestly. And then we no longer have these divisions between ourselves, thinking that I'm a weirdo, I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. Turns out we're all weird, we're all crazy, we're all intense, we all have crazy secrets that have happened to us. We're all to this, to that, not enough this, not enough that. We all feel those same things. So as we dispel the notion that there's somebody out there that's actually perfect and living this life correctly, then we can ease up on ourselves, right? So tell your story. Earth Fairies here with the same message for everybody. Please start to reconnect with your body and to repair that connection with yourself. So if your body's saying, "Hey, I'm tired," instead of saying, "Wow, you suck, you should just get up and do it anyway," maybe listen, right? Maybe listen. So that's all with that one. So that is your crystal skull message for today. You know, yeah, I hesitate to say that everybody fixed their boundaries in like 48 hours, but hey, crazier things have happened. I believe in you. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining me on this Friday morning. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Our call is at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. We're going to be doing the ritual and channeling. If you enjoy coffee and magic, you will absolutely enjoy the Inner Sanctum ritual and channeling calls, because they're like this, but on crack. And I hopefully get to see your faces, and I really like that. So hope to see you then. I love you. Tell your friends. Mwah, mwah. See you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, just remember, don't lock your knees, drink a lot of water, and you got this. Okay? See you Monday. Goodbye, YouTube. And goodbye, TikTok.